guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've decided to make a part 2 from my body image video. I made a part 2 of my living with depression video, and I feel like making a part 2 to my body image mental health video. Right now, just the way my head's at right now, I just feel like it's a good time for me to, you know, address some more things a little bit in more detail, you know, to give you guys a wee bit more knowledge on how I cope with body image issues and how accepting yourself makes your headspace a lot different and makes your headspace a lot more positive and things like that, and just basically how like being yourself just makes you a lot better in general. So anyway, so if you haven't seen the part 1 video, I'll link it down below so that you guys can watch it if you haven't seen it. But basically in the last video I did speak about in quite detail, you know, when my body image issues kind of started from, you know, how they progressed through like my first relationship and how it developed over time. I talked about when I was at my lowest of the lows, and I spoke about just how I've kind of started to become just a bit more confident in myself. But obviously a lot of things have actually changed from when I posted that video. So when I posted that video, the gyms were opened in Scotland, and I always say this in a lot of my mental health videos, but the gym is my #1 source, and working out is my #1 source of like keeping my mentality at bay. So the fact that I can't really get a lot of that in now, I mean, I can do my home workouts and everything like that, but me physically going to the gym was making my headspace a lot more positive, because I was lifting heavier weights. You know, obviously there was squat racks, there was different machines obviously I can't buy and fit in my own home. You know, I know obviously there's a lot of adaptations that I could probably do for at home, but sometimes for me it was literally leaving my home to go there was like helping my head. So I kind of spoke about that in the last video on how it was a coping mechanism for myself. Genuinely, like everywhere's shut now apart from probably like essential shops. Not probably, I don't know what I'm talking about today, my head's up my arse. But basically from when that video was made, right, a lot of stuff has changed. So just kind of wanted to talk about, you know, how I keep myself in a positive headspace, how I look at myself now to when I did back then, because it's kind of changed. It's not 100% changed, but it's kind of changed, and just how I kind of keep motivated to kind of keep going, you know, towards my goals, and how, you know, just trying to keep on track of like my weight loss journey as well. So basically going back to when that video was posted, so I posted that video and the response that I got off that video was phenomenal. Like I loved the response I got off of it. Amazing, and thank you so much for that. I spoke a wee bit that I was starting to kind of look at myself a bit more positively and stop picking at myself so much. Now anyone that knows me knows that I am the most negative person on this planet, 100%. Like I am so negative, not towards like other people, but like towards myself, and towards like situations that I'm put in. Like I always find the negative in everything. I don't know how I do it. It's like a magical power. I just find the negative in everything. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how, but I do. And basically that takes its toll on my head, and it takes the toll in my mental health, because I nitpick at my body and I nitpick at everything. It gets to the point where I'm nitpicking at myself to the point where I feel guilty for eating. I feel guilty for not exercising. I feel guilty for sitting on the couch and having a rest day. So that's how I kind of felt kind of slightly before when the video was posted, and it was kind of getting rid of it when the video got posted, because I was going to the gym and I was getting into a regime, and I was just kind of trying to get my confidence back a wee bit, you know. Before the gym shut down, I was just kind of in a bubble, and I was kind of just keeping going. I did have kind of more days where I was like, you know, I can't really do this anymore. I was kind of plateauing a wee bit, and it was just kind of coming and going, just however I was feeling. But anyway, so I think it was like maybe about two weeks or 3 weeks after the video was posted, basically the gyms get shut down again, and we get shut down for 3 weeks. And I was like, I generally didn't know what I was going to do. And I speak about this also in my living with depression videos, both part 1 and part 2, because those videos kind of tie in with these ones, because it's all to kind of do with mental health, and my body image issues lead to kind of why I'm depressed, and at the same time my depression kind of leads to why I have body image issues at the same time. So they kind of all lead in towards one another and stuff. So I will end up referencing the different videos, like, because I speak about probably most of the stuff in the same videos. Yeah, so I didn't know what I was gonna do without the gym. I was like, I don't know what to do. I said to myself, right, the 3 weeks that we were off, I was like, right, I'm gonna try and fix my sleeping pattern. I'm gonna try and fix my headspace without the gym, because I know the gym isn't going to be there 100% of the time. So I said to myself, right, I'm going to try and use this time to try and fix it so that I don't need to rely on it as much. So, you know, home workouts, things like that, I was just like, right, I still had a lot of, like, I struggled a lot with it, but I still kind of got through it. Then the gyms opened up again, and I was so focused on doing what I was doing in the 3 weeks that they were closed that when they opened, I didn't actually go back. And not like, it wasn't like out of badness or anything, it was just out of choice, and it was just the fact that I was kind of forgetting about it for a wee while. So that was fine. And so during that time, I was just saying to myself, right, when I look in the mirror, don't nitpick yourself. So see, when I woke up, and you know how when you wake up and you've got kind of like that, like, you know, morning skinny, I was looking at myself and I was looking at my morning skinny, and I was just like, I look pretty good today, okay, that's fine. And I kept that morning skinny, I know it's morning skinny, right, but I kept that in my head to remind myself my body is beautiful, and I was just using a positive mindset kind of thing to start it off, if that makes sense. Not a positive mindset, but a positive gesture to try and keep my mindset at bay kind of thing. Obviously I know that obviously throughout the day, like, you bloat and everything else and things like that, but I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about what I looked like when I first woke up. I don't know why, but I just focused on that for some reason. So I did that. Kind of got me in a bit more positive space, but there is days where I wake up and I just look bloated as hell, and I end up just having some depressive state day, and I just feel fat the full day, and it's just horrible. Like, I still have those days, but they're just becoming less and less. So leading up to Christmas, New Year, I was kind of just focusing on Christmas. I was solely focusing on Christmas, because I was like, I'm going to make my living room Santa's grotto, because I was like, do you know what? I was like, this year has been shit enough. I've been so hard on myself trying to get my mental health together, trying to get my fitness and my health together, and everything else in between that. I said to myself, right, I'm going to make Santa's grotto in my living room, basically. And I was focusing on my Christmas presents, wrapping and different things, and I was just trying different things. So then when January came, you know, 1st of January, I said to myself, right, I am going to get my shit together this year. I was like, right, I'm going to start a new Instagram. I'm going to be body positivity 24/7. Now, I know that is 24/7 is a really big thing. Like, obviously I know that I can't be positive 24/7 because I'm a negative Nancy, and it's just something that is really hard for me to do. But I said to myself, I am going to be body positivity, and I'm going to try and be positive towards myself. And I've always been positive towards other people. Like, I've never judged anybody by their size. I've never judged anybody by the way they look. No matter like who you are or what you look like I don't judge a book by its cover, do you know what I mean? But I've always judged myself. Like, I've made myself feel guilty. I've punished myself. I rarely reward myself. I punish myself like all the time. Not so much now, but obviously like back then. So I just kind of said to myself, right, I'm going to start a new Instagram. I'm going to start fresh. I was like, I'm going to gain followers that generally want to follow me. And if that takes a long time to build that Instagram up, then it takes a long time. I generally don't care how long it takes. I generally just want to build a platform that's safe for everyone. And same with YouTube as well. I just want to build a platform that's safe for everyone, safe to speak, safe to watch. It's mental health, body positivity, you know, being kind to one another and everything else. So yeah, I decided just to start again, basically. And if you're going to take a message from this, like, and you're thinking about doing either what I've done, or you're thinking about something similar or whatever, generally don't be afraid to start something that you want to start. Like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like, who cares? You don't know until you try. It's the same thing with like trying food. Don't know what it tastes like until you try it. So if you want to start a new platform, if you want to, you know, start again, because 90% of people who followed me on Instagram were people from my school, and it was just so every time I posted something, I felt like I was going to get judged for it. Like, and it was cause I think it was more like, I don't care if a stranger judges me. If a stranger judges me, then I'm like, well, you're a stranger, I don't know you. But if like someone I knew judged me, it kind of hits home a bit more. Like, I don't know why. So the fact that I had like so many people people on my Instagram that I knew, and I would probably say about a good 70-75% of them weren't even like engaging in my Instagram. You know that way that you just follow someone because you know them? It was like that. That's how I put up on my Instagram stories saying, if you're not going to interact and you're not going to actually support what I'm doing, then don't follow me, because that's not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting a platform that I can interact with people, interact with my followers, interact with the people who want to interact with me, and build a positive, kind platform that, you know, is a safe place to talk kind of thing. So yeah. So moral of the story is, I know I've kind of rambled a wee bit, but again, I like the fact, I like kind of having like unstructured videos, just kind of because it's just easier to talk. I know they're a bit longer and things like that because I do ramble a bit, but I do generally just like talking to the camera and just getting out, because I just feel like it's the realest person. Like if you were to meet me in the street, you generally stand for hours talking to me because I just talk about my life story to like randomers. Like it's just funny. So yeah, so moral of the story is basically I'm a lot more positive towards myself, which is really, really hard. If you're in the same predicament as me and you're a negative Nancy and you constantly nitpick at yourself and you're constantly criticising what you look like and what you eat and what you do and everything else, please just take this one little thing from me, right? See, to be more positive, it's going to be a long road. It's going to take time, it's going to take a lot of effort, and it's going to take a lot of energy out of you as well. But if you're willing to change your mindset, and if you're willing to be more positive towards yourself, you know, buy some new clothes that make you feel absolutely fantastic. Buy some new makeup that makes you feel amazing. Try some new things. Like I do little things. So basically, like I bought like loungewear, right? Stretchy. This is like a new set that I bought, right? So basically, it's stretchy, it's loose, I feel comfortable in it. Once you get more confident, you can, well, I'm just talking about like, I like loose clothing, right? I like comfy clothes. I'm more of a comfort person rather than a style person. Don't get me wrong, I like dressing up, you know, fancy dancy like a 2-bob bit, and I end up, you know, looking absolutely bomb. But, you know, I'm more of a comfort person. Like I would rather be in a pair of leggings and a sweatshirt than a pair of jeans and a pair of high heels. So I bought like quite a lot of lounge sets, like, and they make me feel amazing because one, they make my butt look good. You know, if you wear a new outfit and you think you look absolutely fantastic, go do it, and just don't listen to what other people's opinions are, because that's their opinion at the end of the day. I'm still learning through the process. I'm still trying to learn myself. I'm still trying to figure out my head. I'm still trying to figure out what everything is and going on and everything else. But, you know, just be you and be yourself, like, and wear whatever outfits you want to wear. Be whoever you want to be. So if you want to, I don't know, if you're a boy and you want to be a girl, and if you're a girl and want to be a boy, then go and do that. Or if you want to become whatever else there is out there, like there's so much out there that generally I can't even get my head around half the time. But, you know, if you just be yourself, that's all I'm trying to say basically. And I can ramble on for days about it, but the fact that I've experienced being stuck, you know, in with myself and not being comfortable in my old skin, and being so self-conscious to the point where I wouldn't want to leave the house, or I'm constantly asking for approval. You know, if I had Connor sitting here beside me, he'd tell you that, like, the amount of times I've said, like, "Dad, look okay," and the amount of times he's had to turn around and go, "Listen, you look amazing, calm down," like, because I put so much pressure on myself. The amount of meltdowns I've had just because my eyebrows won't go on properly because, like, they have to look perfect or I feel like someone's going to judge me. And, you know, there's probably going to be people out there going like, "Oh, like, why would you moan about something like that, or why would you have a meltdown about something like that?" And it's just the fact that I can't control it. I can't control not having a meltdown. Like, see, if I feel like crying, I'm going to cry because, like, I'm a big crier, and a lot of people will call me a baby for that. But see, at the end of the day, it's my head and it's the way my head works, and I can't change it. I can't change it, but I can manipulate it. I can manipulate it into something positive, and, you know, I can try and be more positive in general. But yeah, moral of the story, I've said this again, but anyway, basically just be yourself. Don't change for anyone else. Be confident in yourself. You know yourself better than anyone else. Be confident in yourself. Do what you want to do and be whoever you want to be. Like, honestly, you'll feel a lot better once you start accepting who you are, no matter what shape or size or colour you are. Trust me, see, when you start accepting who you are and accepting your culture, accepting your shape, or accepting your size, or accepting your looks or your flaws or whatever, you know, everything, see, all those things, all those elements that I just mentioned there, that's what makes you, that's what makes you unique. Because see, I've said this in my first video as well, see, if we were all the same, we'd be walking about like robots. Honestly, like, everyone is different for a reason, because we've came from different genes and we've came from different people, and, you know, unless you're twins obviously, then you're slightly different, but that's your uniqueness. You're a twin. Just be you and be yourself and be confident. And see, be honest, I should probably watch my own videos when I say this, because I should really take my own advice sometime. But I don't. I never have, and I probably never will, but I'll learn from that. But anyway guys, so before I ramble on for another decade, I'm going to end that video here. If you have kind of took something from this video, then good. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for any other videos that you may want to see, please stick them in the comment section below. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, so I'm going to end that video here guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.